funky.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the videos. If you guys are new, my name is Mike. Actually, a lot of you guys have been DMing me regarding my EVO. Lots of you guys actually asked me if I sold it. I did not sell the EVO. Again, it is being stored right now for the winter time, since as you can tell in Winnipeg, it is pretty snowy. And you know, I just don't want to drive the car. I don't want to risk anything. I have way too much into that car to be, you know, going out there and risking it, especially with slippery roads, ice on the road and stuff like that. I just don't want to risk it. I know it's all-wheel drive, but a lot of you guys have also been asking me how much did I spend on this car and how much did it cost me and how long did it take me to build it to the point it is right now. So as we speak, since a lot of you guys have been asking me, I'm not a big YouTuber like TJ Hunt, Adam LZ, Dustin Williams, Evan Shanks, all those guys. I'm not as big as them. You guys kind of ask me, how do I do it? What first mods do you think I should do? In this video, I'm going to answer all those questions. How much did I spend on the car? How much did roughly each part cost? I think it's been like a solid 2 months or something like that since we've actually seen the EVO. It's been a while, so let's go ahead and check it out. There she is, all the way at the back, just chilling. Oh my god, I've missed looking at this car. Sometimes I even forget I still have it because I just don't drive it and touch it for so long. I'm lying, I never forget I don't have it. Oh, this color, I just love it so much. I kind of want to fix that because it kind of looks crooked. It's not really lined up with this or that or that. I kind of want to just make it straight and a little bit bigger. I don't know, we'll see. I can't wait to see the TEs on this. Got to take the rubber off these wheels, or these wheels, and put it on the TEs, and maybe even lower it a little bit because this is a lot of gap. This needs to be a little bit lower, but the car handles really good. I like it. Doesn't look too bad since it's a sedan, but anyways, we're going to be talking about this car once again. I'm so happy that I'm able to finally see it again, and just my luck, once again, there's no cars parked beside it, so I can walk around and do whatever. But let me go ahead and go inside and I'll talk to you guys about this car. Oh yes. Oh man, I miss this car so much. Just playing through the gears, boys. I miss driving a stick, I really do. Alright, so let me go ahead and set you guys down somewhere because I actually have nowhere to put you guys. This car I got, I want to say 3.5 years ago, so between 3 and 4 years ago. Obviously, it went through a lot of changes over my ownership. The car was bone stock. I put up a picture of it, and this picture was taken by the previous owner. So it's been a long time when it's went a pretty far distance. I had to actually go through the YouTube channel since my first install, which was the exhaust. And I had to go through the whole thing up till the latest video that I had, the last install I had. I think it was the intake, I think it was. I had to go through all of them just to make sure, and I kind of remembered most of the prices. Some of them are a little bit rough, and so take a lot of these prices with a grain of salt. And also take into mind, if you guys are located in the States, these prices are in Canadian dollar, so just remember that throughout the video. But okay, the very first install was the exhaust. Some of these parts were promo or sponsored parts, so again, just take that into consideration. But the exhaust, if you were to buy it new, it's about $2,000. It is a full titanium dual exit exhaust. It's made by private label manufacturing, and it does delete the cat, so Ariana doesn't have a cat. It's basically like a titanium straight pipe. The second install was lowering springs, but let's just skip ahead since I have coilovers now. The lip that I have on, it is a Voltex rep lip. The reason why I bought a rep part, and I do want to go more of like the real parts route, but I did buy a rep lip mainly because this is kind of my summer daily and I have scraped that lip a lot. So if I bought a carbon fiber one, it would probably be smashed, cracked, in really bad condition. This one's polyurethane. It is super durable. Not to mention it was like 300 bucks. I really like the lip. I really like the style of it. Plus I am thinking about changing my front bumper later on, so it's a good thing that I didn't buy a real one. Okay, next up is the wrap. So I've had overall 3 liveries on this car. The first one, I'll put a picture of it right now. Some people really like it, other people don't really like it. I think it looks kind of ricey. I don't really know why I did it, but I did it. So the first wrap was $650, and I think it was another $400 to take the old wrap off and then put the version 1 or version 2 or whatever. If you guys are OG to the channel, you remember Ariana with the 4 lines, kind of like the jet tag, like this. And if you want to grab one of these jet tags, link is down below. To add the stripes on the side, since I kept the hood, roof, trunk carbon wrap, it was another $400. And the wrap I have on now was a full car wrap with a livery, which of course was a sponsored wrap, so I basically got the livery free. You can get one of these wraps for around 2,500 bucks. That's how much I paid for it, with the livery and all of that. So some places might be a little bit different, but 2,500 bucks for a full car wrap. And then my intercooler piping is made by AGP Turbo, I think. I really like the intercooler piping because it has the HKS blow-off valve mounted onto it, and I think that looks so clean, so cool. That was about 300 bucks. A shop had it locally in stock. I think it was Speed Factor actually. Yeah, it was. And they had it in stock. It was just chilling there, and they're like, yo, we've had it in stock for like a year now. You want to buy it? I'm like, sure, okay. So I bought it. That was 300 bucks. I had to get the flange welded on because it was for a different blow-off valve. My interior wrap, I wrapped it like a brushed aluminum, brushed titanium look. That was about 150 bucks just for the 3 trim pieces going around here. Battle Arrow wing. So this was another sponsored item. I believe I paid like 700, 600 for it, somewhere around there. I am thinking about going carbon fiber once I get more carbon on the car, so watch out for that video because there is carbon fiber coming for this car. It's just taking a long time since it's coming from Japan. The side splitter was actually made by a local guy. It was about 60 bucks. I forgot your name, dude, but if you're still watching the channel, shout out to you. Reupholstered interior and steering wheel. So the steering wheel kind of came as a bonus, but the whole interior, I got it reupholstered in this Recaro gradient fabric. As like an homage, as like a nod to the old school 90s-esque era. And I think it looks really cool in the car. It's something I haven't seen personally on another EVO. I see it a lot with Bride, but not Recaro, since, you know, EVOs come with Recaros. Carbon bits under the hood. It was about $650 with the cooling plate and the engine cover. Yeah, it's just password JDM bolt-on stuff. Rims and tires. The rims I have on now are the Fast FC04s, but again, you guys saw the Volk TE37s that are going on this car. But these rims costed, and with the tires, I have Falcon Azenis. Those ones costed 2,500 bucks for the brand new wheels and tires. I got a used InGen intake, which I am gonna change the look of. I don't know about getting it powder coated or painted or whatever, but it's gonna change. That was about, I think it was 150 bucks. It was used, and I also did buy a Blitz power air filter from Japan, which was another $100, $110. Why I chose an aftermarket air filter is because I just love the sound of that, and plus I don't really have to buy one. Once you buy a Blitz air filter and it's made by that mesh material, if you want to clean it, you can just get pressurized air, clean out the inside and the outside, and it's good to go again. It doesn't really wear out, lasts forever, so I just buy one air filter and it lasts me forever. And I love the sound too, and it gets that sweet induction sound. Shift knob. So the shift knob I have here is from Top Secret. Again, that is from Japan. It was about 150 bucks. It's not super heavy. I used to like really heavy shift knobs, but after a while I kind of wanted to feel the transmission more, if that makes sense. But I really like the medium weight shift knob, and it kind of just feels good in the hand. Yeah. and it has like numbers on it, makes it look cool, and matches the interior. And the canards. So the canards is similar to the lip. It is a rep part, and I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on the front bumper, since again I am thinking about changing the front bumper in time. So if I were to spend another grand or so, I'd rather just save up for a new front bumper instead of like spending a whole lot of money on a lip and canards. So yeah, but those canards were 150 bucks. The window vents. Do I have one here? Yeah, you do. Okay, so these things are also made by a guy locally. These are window vents that go on the rear window. I think they're supposed to be like, you're supposed to cool the interior, the cabin, without having your windows open. These ones I bought at a car meet from a friend, from Tanner. And this was, I think it was 50 bucks, 60 or 50 bucks, something like that. I think it's an odometer boost gauge that was on my EVO 4. That was like 100, 120 bucks. And coilovers, this is another sponsored part. I was sponsored by ISC Suspension. I think my sponsorship with them expired since it's been over a year. But if you were to buy these coilovers brand new, they are I think 1,200, 1,500 bucks Canadian. I know Adam LZ uses BC Racing, and I'm pretty sure ISC Suspension and BC Racing are very similar in terms of quality. So if you're looking for coilovers, ISC Suspension, good coilover, I like them. Alright, so I don't think I missed anything as of right now. Obviously, this video is going to expire over time because I do have mods on the way. All in all this adds up to, go ahead and add this up, carrier 1, there's no way it's not that much. Wow, okay. Wow, I actually didn't know I spent that much money on this car, and this is without the car included. So overall, I spent $14,320. That's not including like the little things that I painted around and the maintenance, of course. That's just with mods, and me and my dad basically installing everything ourselves with the help of some of my friends also. 14,320. Jesus Christ. I didn't know I spent that much on this car. Guys, I'm genuinely shocked right now. I didn't know I spent that much. And before I end today's video, I also want to let you guys know that I want the comment section to be more active, I guess. So here's what I'm going to do from this video onward. I'm going to take my favorite or the most liked comment from the last video and post it in the end before this video ends. And yeah, so hopefully that's gonna get more activity in the comment section. And if you want to be featured on the channel, leave a comment down below, and in the next video I might pick it. I might pick 1 or 2 comments and post it over there. And also once in a while I'm gonna have Q&As, so keep an eye out on the Instagram page. My Instagram is Anti-Perfect Society, so check that out if you want to be featured on the channel. Man, I'm gonna miss this car so much. Just a few more months I can drive it again. Oh yeah, so one more thing before we go ahead and answer those questions. So this happened to the van. And I was the one driving, but none of it's my fault. One lady actually, she turned in front of me, she crossed my lane, and I fucked her up. The headlight actually comes all the way out too, but it's just kind of just chilling in there. It's currently being assessed for how much it needs for repair, but if it's too much, they might actually write off the van. So I've been convincing my dad on importing a car from Japan, and he seems pretty willing for it. So who knows, maybe my dad's gonna buy a JDM daily, but again, it is replacing the van, so it's gonna be a daily. And that's not gonna be anything crazy like a WRX or an EVO or a GTR or anything like that. He does want it, you know, practical, since He's replacing the van. So he's thinking maybe like a CRV or a Forester, maybe even a Legacy even, I don't know. But it's an end of an era. Goodbye, van. I don't know if I'm gonna miss it. So before we end today's video, if you guys are active on my Instagram, I did ask you guys to ask me some questions so you guys would be featured on the channel, and I kind of want the comment section to be more active because I want to engage with you guys more other than just Instagram and me uploading videos. I think it would be cool for you guys to ask me questions, and every week I'm going to answer a few of them. And it's also cool for you guys to be featured on the channel. I actually have a lot of questions. I'm going to pick my top 3 questions that I feel like answering or that I want to answer without revealing too much for the future. Also, I'm going to be picking a comment from the last video and feature it in the end of this video as well. So let's go ahead and get started on the Instagram questions. Okay, underscore shots by Ken asks, why did you choose an EVO over an STI? Honda boys are asking. So the reason I chose an EVO over an STI was because in high school, a ton of people, even before me getting into the whole car scene and stuff, there was a lot of Subaru guys already. And if you guys can tell already, I like standing out. I like being a little bit different. With that being said, the EVO was the closest thing to an STI, and actually I had no idea what an EVO was until my uncle from the Philippines on my dad's side, my dad's brother actually, showed me what an EVO was. I thought it was a really ugly car at first because the first EVO I've ever seen was the EVO 4, and it just so happened that ended up being my first car. I imported my EVO 4 from Japan, and it turns out that EVOs have stronger motors than Subarus. Sorry Subi guys, but come on, you guys know that your motors aren't really that strong, I guess. But no hate, I love Subarus. I have so much respect for Subarus, same as Hondas. So yeah, my uncle influenced me to get an EVO over a Silvia or a V6 Mustang, which was actually one of my top cars at the time. Thank God I didn't get that one, right? Underscore Pult. Sorry, I'm gonna put your Instagram over here. What's the next car you're gonna get? It is coming. It is definitely coming. I just don't want to reveal too much yet. I'll tell you guys that it is a rear-wheel drive, 6-speed, and it's a car from the 90s and of course Japanese. So if you guys are active on my community posts on YouTube, I did post a picture of that, so check that out, drop a like, and comment on there what you think the car is. Vitali underscore Mizik asks, any performance upgrades planned for Ariana? There is a lot of performance planned for the future, like turbo upgrades and stuff like that, but obviously it's a lot of money to invest in the engine bay. I want to maximize the stock turbine before going ahead and changing it, since I want to take this build kind of slow in terms of performance, or else I'm just going to kill myself or get myself into more trouble. But yes, a turbo upgrade is on the list for the future. Isalamut and ShoreBilly99, that you guys both asked me how much power does the EVO 10 make. As of right now, I tell people that the EVO is still making stock power. Although I know I basically have full bolt-ons, I'm not tuned for it. So I don't want to be that guy that says I could make 320 to 350 wheel, which is true if I get a tune. But as of right now, since I don't have a tune, I'm making around stock power. I'd say maybe a little bit more, but until I get a tune, it is around stock power. So all I really need is a tune right now. I do have a guy maybe around spring who's willing to tune my car. So maybe within the summer vlogs, you guys are gonna see Ariana get tuned and actually make some really good power. All right, so last question. The rest of the questions I'm gonna try answering on Instagram. So if you want to see the answers to your questions, they're probably up on my story by the time you see this video. B.KieranSpark underscore 15 says, what's a good way to make money for your build at a young age? This was a huge problem for me when first starting my build. Honestly, dude, work a full-time job if you can, even minimum wage. Budgeting is huge in terms of building a car at a young age. Saving up for a car in general is already hard. So I would advise work a minimum wage job, or whatever job you can get. Doesn't have to be minimum wage, obviously, but get a job if you're not working already. Save up literally every penny. In high school, when my friends went out to get food, I had to stay back because I was so focused on saving up for my first car that that's all I was thinking about. I just wanted to buy my first car. And don't worry, dude, you can totally do this. Just work as much as possible, save up every penny, and by no time you'll be able to save up for a car. And trust me, dude, the feeling of you getting your first pair of car keys to your own car that you worked so hard for is the best feeling in the world. So that would be my best advice. I do have a video on this and how I saved up for my first EVO. I'll link it here. But that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I answered some questions. I will be answering more questions next week. So keep an eye on my Instagram for that sticker that you can reply to with some more questions. I will pick 3 questions and a comment from the last video, so from this video, to be featured in next week's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and join the Anti-Perfect Society. Peace out and make it happen.